E eu queria a ajuda de vocês para me dizer, dos dois lados, quem é o ingrato. Tem o dono da academia e o aluno, beleza? Vamos lá. Você é luta de jiu-jitsu, você é um adolescente e um adolescente com faixa azul, e você sonha em ser um grande lutador como qualquer outro adolescente que está iniciando no jiu-jitsu e já competiu e sabe da dimensão do esporte no cenário mundial. E você acaba conseguindo uma oportunidade de morar e treinar de graça numa academia nos Estados Unidos. E de quebra ainda consegue um pequeno trabalho para fazer uma graninha, né? Beleza. Você passa 8 meses nesse lugar, trabalhando, treinando, morando, enfim, essas coisas. E só que você, aluno, tem todas as oportunidades. De repente, o dono das coisas, o
My
dono
face
da
kind of.
da empresa, acaba descobrindo que aquele garoto que tem a oportunidade, que veio do Brasil para treinar e morar na academia, tá fazendo fofoca. Porra, fofoca, mano. O cara tá fazendo fofoca e conversa e beleza, o garoto fala que vai fazer mais. Só que aí passa para um outro nível. O garoto começa a falar que não tem treino mais na academia para ele, que ele precisa evoluir, que ele tá pensando em treinar em outro lugar. Só que vamos parar para pensar o seguinte: se tu acha que não tem treino pra gente numa academia, se tu acha que o treino tá fraco em uma academia, tu no mínimo tem que ser um cara que amassa pelo menos todos os faixas azul da tua categoria, do teu peso, entendeu? Mas porra, se tu é finalizado por faixa branca, aí já fica difícil pra começar. Mas beleza, tu tem a tua opinião, tu acha que o treino tá fraco, tu quer mudar, certo? Beleza. Chega o professor e fala, né? Agora não, tu chega e vai, abre tua boca e começa a falar para os alunos da academia, por trás do professor, que o treino é fraco, que tu quer treinar mais, quer treinar em tal lugar, em outro lugar, blá blá, e não tá falando do professor. Aí a pergunta: quem é que é o ingrato? É o professor ou é o aluno? Deixa aí no comentário aí pra mim, por favor, dê sua opinião, o que você acha desse tema. Ingratidão, quem é? E se você não viu o meu vídeo do Creonte, eu vou deixar o link na descrição aqui, beleza? Valeu, galera, um abraço, bons treinos, ouço.
It's not easy, man. I'm working hard. I'm working hard to get there.
Here from Edward, who says that he is 31 years old. He's been training jiu-jitsu in a gym, right, an actual gym, for about 4 months. He said that before that he's been doing it since he was a teenager, via tapes and things like that from his home. He says that, you know, with this training for 4 months in this gym, he says he's grown immensely. And he says that with this, he's kind of curious why he hasn't been promoted. He says that he's talked to his coach and says, hey, but why am I not being promoted? I'm one of the better white belts here. What gives? And his coach comes back to him and tells him, well, you haven't been here long enough. You haven't put enough time on the mats. Edward's frustrated. He's wondering what time has to do with it. Why isn't it just based on skill? Isn't that skill what's most important, right? And he's wondering what my thoughts on it are. And, you know, in addition, he says that jiu-jitsu is sort of becoming his life passion, and that he's going to leave his gym because he says he's not going to train there anymore, and he's going to focus solely on training at his house with a purple belt that he knows. So, Edward, first off, thanks for the question, dude. And I can't share your coach's exact reasoning. I'm going to share my thoughts on it, and hopefully these are helpful to you. And again, if you want to get a better explanation from your coach, you need to ask him for a more thorough reasoning for this. But mat time is very important, I think, and I'll share my reasons for it. Because I've had plenty of people come into the gym over the years who, you know, either from other places or they, you know, were just growing, and then they started to get like kind of like like anxious for that belt, and they're wondering, well, why am I getting promoted? Like, I guess I'm good enough, I'm doing this, that, or whatever, but why are you promoting me? And sometimes I'll tell them, you just haven't had enough time with them. One is that I personally experienced the bad part of being promoted. In my first couple belts, I was promoted very quickly from blue and then to purple, and it was a problem for me personally because like I hadn't even gotten to the top of the heap with a white belt yet, and then I got thrusted into the bottom of the pile with blue belt and then to purple belt. And it was really frustrating for me to sort of climb my way out of it. And so with my students, I don't want to put them in the same situation. When they climb their way to the top of that pile, I want them to be able to sit in the sun for a minute and enjoy it, right? Be at the top of your level for just a little bit before I toss you to the bottom, right? Enjoy it for a little bit. It also has to really be the fun way of allowing people to play a little bit more. I noticed that, like my white belts, for instance, there's an explosion in their game at the end of their, like when they're like a 4-stripe white belt and they start to be one of the better white belts in the gym, they're winning more tournaments to bring up the team, to be connected to them. So that's part of what I'm doing. That's the reason why I make people wait. Now, in your situation, you've been training at a gym for 4 months. Like, if you came into my gym, Edward, I'm just sharing this as a matter of fact. If you came into my gym 4 months, I don't care how good you are, I'm not promoting you. And it's not because you don't have the skill, it's because I need to make sure you have commitment, right? Because I don't want to give someone a belt and then they leave, right? Because if I give you a belt, it means I want you to stick with me, right? I want to grow together. I want to grow with you. I don't want this to be, here's your belt, now you leave. I want it to be, here's your belt, now let's keep going and let's get more, let's do more together. Let's build everyone else around us together, not just, here you go, all right, later, right? And I think in your situation, you're already contemplating you're leaving the gym, right? You're already saying, I'm leaving. So I think that, you know, again, you're already halfway out of this situation anyway, so you're not really fully committed to this gym or to your instructor. And so again, I think that you're asking the instructor to be fully committed to you by giving you a belt, but you're not fully committed to them. Right? So there's a balance. Like, if the person's committed to you, you got to be committed to them back and forth. And so I think that one of the reasons that time is important, it shows commitment, man. Because commitment is what jiu-jitsu is going to take to in order to really progress in it, right? Because motivation, passion, that stuff kind of ups and downs, man. Like, you know, I can tell you, like, times where I'm not really that motivated to train, but I train anyway because it's what I do. I'm disciplined and I'm committed to getting better, and it's just what I do, right? So again, you said that this is your life's passion. And another thing I'll say is, man, you've been training at a gym for 4 months. You may have trained at home a little bit, but training at a gym and really immersing yourself in that, that's a different ballgame. And you've only been doing it for 4 months, and so I don't know if you have a good read on if it's your life's passion or not. You have a read on it that you really enjoy it, but you know, so I've had a lot of people over the years tell me, Chewy, this is my passion, man. I want to do this forever. And then they have like a little injury, they get a little tweak, or maybe they meet a girlfriend, or maybe they get a new job and they're gone. Like they never come back, right? So to me, passion, motivation, all that stuff, you know, whatever. It's really about, are you committed to jiu-jitsu? Right? Are you committed to yourself growing in this martial art? Because that's different. And so I think, honestly, personally, my advice to you, Edward, right, would be to stay at your gym. Don't leave, right? If you've been there for 4 months and you're progressing really fast, fantastic, dude. Don't leave that, right? There's a reason why you're getting so much better so fast, because you're around people, you're around being in this community of people that's, you know, pushing each other. You have instruction, you have training partners, you have all these things. Don't leave that. If this is your life's passion, this is what you want to do, right? Then you need to commit yourself to it. And part of committing yourself to it is going to people, right, and being an apprentice, right? Going to someone and saying, listen, you know what you've done before. You've done this before, so I'm going to follow you. Right? I'm going to follow this person that's been there, that's done that, and I'm going to let them lead. So I can get better. And they will make it so much faster and so much more effective for you. And again, that's just my thoughts on it, man. Like, again, I personally would not leave your gym to train at home. It's not going to be as effective. You'll still get better, yes, but it's not going to be as effective. It's not going to be as efficient. And you're going to miss out on a lot of the cool aspects that being a part of the gym can bring you. So just my thoughts, Edward. I hope this helps, brother. Good luck to you in your training. And again, sorry if this is not the message you wanted to hear. But again, good luck to you.
What's up, guys? We're back for another critical discussion. So the debate exists. Which belt is the most important belt in Jiu-Jitsu? Some say blue. Which belt is the most challenging, most difficult belt in Jiu-Jitsu? Some say black is most difficult and most important. You guys, here's the deal. We disagree with all this. The most difficult and most important important promotion any student will ever earn in jiu-jitsu is the white belt. That's a fact. Here's our beautiful professional diagram. You know, this is the global population, 7 billion plus estimated people. This is the population of people who have ever tried or done Gracie or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's a lot of people. Like, it's a magnification of a speckle in here. We're going to talk about that in a second. But let's talk about this first. Our Jiu-Jitsu population of the world. Of the Jiu-Jitsu population, which percentage will ever earn a blue belt? To be nice, I'll say 10%. Maximum 10%. And we're not saying of the population that sticks with it to the end, because everyone who sticks with it gets a blue belt. We're talking about the population who comes in, tries a class, trains for 3 months, 6 months, quits. That counts. Everyone who tries a class in Jiu-Jitsu counts in this population, which means maximum 10%. So these people right here never even received a blue belt. This is the blue belt. Yes, they did. The most important belt in Jiu-Jitsu to some right here. Now, on this side of the equation over here, the global population, the whole earth, what percentage of people of the whole world ever even try a jiu-jitsu class? Ever. Based on our estimations, it's 1/10, less than 1/10 of 1%. Okay? Which, if that were true, 1/10 of 1%, so this is that. That would be 7 billion people who've done jiu-jitsu in their life at any point. That's when you make that not so long. Well, yes. You don't think
you were having that time.
Aggressive estimate.
I was too slow.
So let's just say
you were slower though, yeah.
So that right there is this. Do you guys understand? That right there, 7 billion, give or take, is the population who ever have tried jiu-jitsu in their lives. We stepped on the mat one time for a first mission where the people who needed jiu-jitsu the most were eliminated from the learning process in the very beginning. In 2002, Heather and I took over. Yes, we started becoming the head instructors. And we noticed that, so much hard work, something wasn't right. The group classes, just normal size group classes, stay the same, 15 people, max, 10, 12, 15, no growth. So we started to kind of look at this, like, what's wrong, what's happening? So then we looked at the books, and we really wanted to know that what's happening. We found out that in the 17 years between 1989 and 2006, there were 11,000 registered Gracie Academy students that came through the doors. Explain what this means. 11,000 people walked into the building, did a class, registration number, had their uniform, official. And we could not for our lives keep more than 250 or 300 of those students. So over 10,000 people came in, did that whole process, and then stopped. Boom, gone. And this is when, this again, me and Guido are 19, 20 years old, 21, 22, 23, really trying to get our grip on this and say, man, if we're going to be a successful business, and more importantly, if we're going to help the world learn jiu-jitsu, we can't keep losing students as fast as we get them in the door, right? And that's what was happening. So we realized that ultimately, we weren't able to keep the students if our lives depended on it, which was crazy, because here we have the most effective. This is 10 years after the UFC blew up, so the hype is real, jiu-jitsu is exciting, people want to learn. The Gracie Academy, we're direct descendants of Grandmaster Eddie Gracie, and we can't keep more than 250 to 300 students for our lives depending on it. So it wasn't the art that was wrong, it wasn't the popularity. The UFC existed, everything was set for success, yet we couldn't make it happen, and people were falling out left and right. And that's when we realized it's time for some major changes to take place. 3 changes to be specific. 100%. 1, the curriculum. 2, sparring. And 3, the blue belt test. Yes. Now what's crazy is that the changes that we implemented in these 3 categories in 2006, 2007, the years after that. Unbelievable.
I was waiting for you to move down. I tried and
over 650 active students.
So I knew I had to move
at a certain point. The retention went through the roof, and the numbers haven't stopped climbing since. So the question is, what do we do to be able to help more people with jiu-jitsu at the Gracie Academy? Number 1 was the curriculum, right? And the analogy we use is, imagine going to Stanford University or any amazing accredited higher institution of learning, and you get there and they say, listen, go to the university. If you want to get a degree one day, your bachelor's degree, just keep studying, do as many classes as you can, read as many books as you can, and we'll let you know when you're ready. I probably wouldn't last more than 3 months. Yes, because there's no end in sight. You have no idea what we're even aiming for, and the arbitrary promotion/graduation standards are so wavering that a student can get discouraged and quit so easily. Now, you might say, no, that's the way it should be, so that only the strongest. Well, yes and no. If you want to actually educate people in America, you're much better off giving them a path, saying, here's what you have to do, and if you do this, you get that. And which, by the way, is how the universities operate. Yes. And that's what we said, we're in America, American people, let's structure this, okay? We have a program called Gracie Combatives, 36 techniques. Boom, 36 techniques, 70 plus individual variations of these techniques, based on what? 100% street self-defense, street readiness techniques. Yes. So we look back at the history of all the fights that the Gracie family, Gracie Academy members, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu representatives have been in street fights and challenge matches.
A lot of feedback from military and law enforcement, just real fight scenarios.
Yes, and we started working with the military in 1993 and teaching them several of these self-defense street fighting techniques. So based on both the military experience, based on historical fights, several factors. Most importantly, based on one consideration, we asked ourselves, if our student is going to get into a street fight a year from now, 6 months from now, what would we spend our time teaching them to make sure that they're ready for that street fight? And it has to be jiu-jitsu for self-defense. 100%. So that's how we settled on the Gracie Combatives course, our beginner program. We began tracking it, right? So everyone has a card to say, hey, here are your 36 techniques you have to learn. These are the most important techniques. Study these. We have a calendar which depicts every technique you learn every night of the month. So there's no misunderstanding. The student shows up and they know what they're going to learn. There's no questioning it. The instructor knows what he's going to teach. And everyone was attracted to the idea of structure, especially in the beginning of their teaching journey, when it's so
I don't like that phrase.
Structure can only help in that situation.
Student loves knowing that we have a plan set out for them.
People follow people who have plans. Now what's crazy is that these 36 techniques, these Gracie combative techniques, are both the fundamentals of all fighting and all Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, but they're also extremely advanced. Our students, training partner, and one of our UFC fighters, Brian Ortega, who's been with us now for over 10 years, fought in the UFC last weekend. Fight of the night, Thiago Tavares, and in his UFC fight against another black belt, used 34 slices of the Gracie Combatives program in the fight, partial or full slices. So these techniques are good fight.
From the street all the way to the cage, you can use these techniques.
So they're beginner, but they're also very advanced depending on how well you master them.
If I got in a street fight right now, I would only use Gracie Combatives.
Oh, I know.
And then your arm
That's
was
part of
right
the
there.
structure that we saw.
Oh, I know.
Is that the average class size went from 8, 9, 10 people to 50 plus students on a regular Tuesday night class. And what's crazy is that could be a night that we're not even teaching the class because the structure is so.
It doesn't matter if we are there or not, that the art is always thriving in the Gracie Academy and its affiliates.
Yes. So there you have it, my friends. Sparring, the next major change. And the idea was that we wanted to remove sparring from our beginner classes, regular sparring, meaning jiu-jitsu versus jiu-jitsu, and we replaced it with what's called fight simulation sparring. Something totally different. Explain what it's like when two students spar. When they learn a brand new technique and they're beginners, how does that look? What happens?
When two white belts spar, they're concerned with their embarrassment, and a little bit they fear injury. So they're concerned with their peers watching them, how they're performing, their instructor. So it causes that fear of embarrassment makes them go a little bit aggro.
Yes.
And then what happens?
Well, they don't use any technique, I'll tell you that much. So it's, hey, you have 1 month of training and you have 3. You guys want to spar? Let's spar. What percentage of their movements are going to be based on actual techniques? Virtually zero. Yeah, they're just gonna go because, like you said, they're so impressed, they're so eager to impress the viewing audience, like the coach, that the ego and their fear of embarrassment and not being good enough in front of the coach overrides their commitment to technique, education, and really a sparring role that they can grow from. And the fear of embarrassment makes them go aggro, and the aggro just goes injured. And students were getting hurt left and right in the early days of the Gracie Academy, and we just thought it was a rite of passage. No, you bleed for your blue belt, you break for your blue belt, you get scarred, you get cut, you lose a tooth. No, you don't. You learn the art over time, safely and productively, and then eventually we intensify over time.
Hi, my name is Yuri Ahmedin. I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia. I started training in BJJ in 1998. It was at Santa Cruz. At that time I was doing a master's degree in Monterey, and I had to drive to Santa Cruz every week to train. The place that I went to school and the dojo was about almost 2 hours. So I had to drive there every week just to train. But it was I started to spar on the second day, and it was a scary experience because when I learned in the class, it was like there was no structure and techniques. So it was like, let's say I learned technique A and there was no connection, I would jump to technique K and then technique Z. And after that we sparred. For 1.5 years, I was just getting killed in the mat. It was like a really, really scary experience. Like at the time when I was driving to the dojo, it was always like I was thinking, like, it was gonna kill me today, it was gonna kill me today. It was like scary too, because at that time when we were like, the guy can be really friendly after they shook their hand, it's just the face just changed. That knee, like blood in my mouth and stuff like that. There was no courtesy, you know? It was just continue, and after that I just have to be tough, you know, just stick with it. Last year,
now pull this one.
I found
now go the other way. See, I cannot go back.
It was
see, if you go both,
from the video from the YouTube, when I look at
you cannot reach that one.
Master Henry and Elon was teaching. It was like so much details, and it feels, I don't know, I can't explain, it's like a vibe, like a radio frequency. I feel like a family, you know, like how to detach from ego. You know, I see a lot of people like they identify with the ego so much, but the thing is, when we spar and train, and we tap, or if the environment's kind of like supportive, I can focus more on the art and the enjoyment than just sticking on the ego and try to, you know, win all the time, you know, because it's scary, because as I win, I also build up fear, and then it can happen, like, I'm afraid that other new people might beat me, and then it stops the growth, you know what I mean? So when you keep a playful mindset and embrace the university as a resource, I think I will train for the rest of my life. I enjoy it so much, and I think it's excellent. I just train and fulfilling my life with the art.
Yes, so once you become comfortable in Jiu-Jitsu as an art of self-defense and you learn basic combatives, then you move into the Master Cycle program, and now you can learn more advanced techniques to use against a Jiu-Jitsu opponent. Yes. You can spar every day, 30 minutes a day, positional sparring, freestyle sparring, and you can spar all the time. You don't have to spar. You don't have to spar. Training at home with their dedicated training partners, and guess what? They get a technical blue belt. A symbolic blue belt to say what? Congratulations, you're moving in the right direction. Well, and that you showed that you understand the techniques. Right. You know the techniques. Yes. Now the technical blue belt says technical blue belt on the belt. Technical blue belt on the certificate website. Technical blue belt on the website. There's nothing official about it other than the acknowledgement to say, hey, well, the direction you're going in is good. And here's some feedback on some mistakes you made at 2:33 in video number 2, your guard video. You could have protected the punch a little better by changing that grip to a C-clamp versus a monkey grip. So with specific feedback, they can progress. Now, for that technical blue belt to become official, he has to show up, she has to show up at a certified training center, level 2 or higher, and be tested in person with an instructor who can grab them, who can throw them around a little bit, who can test them intensely, challenge their techniques, and ultimately verify that they have the reflexes and the conviction that we look for in someone who would actually have to use these techniques in a real street fight situation. So the official blue belt only comes when we felt it, both either us or one of our certified instructors around the world who can handle that mission. And once they get that official blue belt, then they move into Master Cycle. Learning Jiu-Jitsu. Yes. Jiu-Jitsu versus Jiu-Jitsu. And there you have it, guys. So we love knowing that someone who starts basic combatives and learns those techniques is learning how to defeat the 99.9%, the non-Jiu-Jitsu trained civilization population, right? We love that. And then once they get their blue belt, then we say, okay, let's start to address the 0.1% of civilization who knows Jiu-Jitsu. Not only that, let's start to embark on the chess match, element of chokes versus chokes, Hedon versus head of the fun, sparring versus sparring. It's all many life benefits. Even if you never get to fight, it's still an amazing activity, exercise, and journey to embark on mental stimulation or like anything else. But the beauty is, we don't spend any time on any techniques that they won't need for a street fight until they learn the most important techniques that will save their neck if they get into that fight that you talked about. Let's say they're going to get in a fight 12 months from now for sure. We know that the techniques they got will help them in that encounter. Closing the distance, punch protection, top and bottom, aggro behaviors, headlocks, the street patterns that we talk about. You know what's amazing about all of this? This is amazing because life gets in the way, people quit, they don't train forever, but fortunately, they learned Jiu-Jitsu as an art of self-defense first.
My name is Timmy Pan. I'm training in Grace Academy for 5 months for Grace Combat. town, and a couple of days ago, I had a customer. He walking to my store, and then suddenly he stepped up and threw me punching to the other customer. So I told him I called the police, and then we have to wait. And then he just tried to walk away, and I was trying to stop him, and then he's keep pushing me, and then forced me to kind of aggressive, and then I had to decide, to how to stop him, and then I just kind of shoot him and then the clinch him, and then trying to body fall, and then it didn't work. So I do leg takedown, and then go side mount, and then I could control him, and then even he's kind of bigger than stronger than me. He's about probably 46, and actually I'm 5'9", I'm not really.
Yeah, I'm good.
First few minutes
You know
I
what
thought
no way.
I was trying to the sparring or drill.
It was a nice show.
With my partner, little while, and then I was trying to figure out.
I was like, I can't see.
That much
I can't feel if it's
What's
like
that?
if it's like here or
No,
here.
it was okay. It was there, but
was
right there, but
Yeah.
but it was tight.
I was trying to come over and down.
It was a good, yeah. You put me in a better
Came
position.
out from the police car, and one of the officers was lady officer. She came out, and then she saw my t-shirts, and then she asked me who was the guy on top, and then I go, wasn't he? And she said, you do jiu-jitsu?
Wow, nice.
Yes, I do Gracie jiu-jitsu. And then
You got me.
she was thumbs up.
Not yet.
I love it.
They learn the techniques, the principles, the philosophies that if something happens 2 years down the road, 8 years down the road, they have this art to fall back on and to help them through that situation. It's the most important thing. Ultimately, all the drama, and all the haters, and all the confusion. The sensation that we're getting is that people are a little disgruntled at the fact that we're changing our own definition for our students of the blue belt. That's essentially what we're doing. We know we did that, we did it very intentionally, very deliberately, with a very specific objective, but people still don't like that we change the definition of blue belt. Now, for our students, are we changing it, or are we bringing it back, right, to what Andy Gracie believed a blue belt was, which is somebody who can defend themselves against a non-skilled opponent in a street fight. So, regardless of that, the sensation is that if their definition is A and my definition is B, then they're trying to say my definition is B.